Hello everyone, in today's video we will be looking at HK-87 Assassin Droid from Ahsoka from the Vintage Collection. Okay, so here we have the box. It's a pretty cool image on there. There is a mark around there which looks like a, I don't know, it looks like a bubble imprint kind of thing. I don't know if you can kind of see it there. Noticing that straight away, which is annoying more than anything, but I open these figures, so it's not a massive deal to me. But yeah, the actual image itself is pretty decent. It looks like sort of yeah, like a mock-up for the card specifically. I don't think this is I don't think that's a scene from the show. But yeah, decent image on there. And then there's the figure itself in there, with the accessories there, and then on the back, rest of the line, VC294. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and open this figure up. Okay, so straight off the card, here is the figure itself, and yeah, pretty good. Straight away, obviously, it's quite basic on the face. I think that is a different red under there, yeah, or maybe it's the same red, but it's shiny. You can kind of see it there, like the visor is shining, which is pretty decent that they've done that, at least, because there's not a lot of other details on this thing, really. I mean, there's a few little sort of markings there, like battle damage. There's like sort of a scuff effect there. I think that's one there, and then especially under here, you've kind of got like these silvery bits here and that there. I'm assuming they're battle damage. Kind of looks like it. So yeah, that looks pretty good. The soft goods is very thin, but I'd say that's quite accurate, because it looks sort of like, from what I remember from the show, it was kind of like just sort of a wispy little cloak. So you're not going to want anything super heavy. That looks like it just pops off over the head there like that. So that's that there. And yeah, there's the figure itself there. There's the rocker ankles there. There's a swivel there. So yeah, nothing too mind-blowing going on. But yeah, there's the figure anyway. And then here we have his like spear thing. Yeah, I guess it's a spear. That's pretty cool. I mean, like, again, not too much detail. It's all one color. But yeah, it's a pretty cool looking weapon. And then we have this rifle here, which I cannot remember the name of, but it's basically what the B1 battle droids have in the prequel movies and Clone Wars and everything else. So that's just a standard sort of rifle there. So yeah, what we will do, we'll go ahead and set this guy up, talk a little bit more about him. So some final thoughts on this figure. It's pretty decent. I wasn't too hyped about this figure. It is decent. It's a pretty cool looking figure. I think it'll look cool in the background, but I wasn't overly anticipating it. The detail in it isn't fantastic, and I don't know, I'm guessing that's accurate, because looking at the picture directly on the card back, the face is all one color, but it just feels like there could have been a little bit more detail in there maybe, or I don't know, some other spots painted in a bit better. But it's a decent color, decent paint apps where there is sort of different paint applications. But like I said, overall it is pretty basic. It's you've got the silvery color and the red, but it, you know, it's a decent figure. The articulation is pretty good on it, as always. It seems to be with all the recent figures. You know, it's pretty great. You get the two accessories with it and the soft goods cape. So yeah, but like I said, I wasn't overly hyped. Maybe if you had a few of them, it might look pretty cool. If you had all the figures from the show, so you had Morgan Elsbeth, and then a bunch of these displayed behind her, perhaps that would look quite cool. I think one on its own, I don't know. It looks okay. It's not a bad figure by any means. It is good. I just wasn't particularly hyped. When they were in the show, they don't really pose much of a threat, I don't think. They're going up against Ahsoka all the time, and she's obviously going to kill them. When they showed up, there wasn't a lot of tension or anything in the scenes. It was just there for like the action scene, but there's not really a lot going on with them. But from a standpoint of like displaying it on my shelf with the other figures from the show, I think it'll look pretty cool in the background somewhere. Like I said, it's not a bad figure by any means. It is a pretty decent figure. But yeah, I'm just not that sort of hyped about it, really. It is what it is. It's a good figure. I did sort of contemplate not ordering this guy, but I went for it in the end, and I think he was one of the first ones released, at least from the Ahsoka line, I want to say. So that's kind of why I went for him. And then, yeah, like I said, he's not a bad figure by any means. If this is what you're after, if you're after one of these, I would, he's a solid figure. I'd be very happy with this purchase. I think part of the problem is, at the moment at least, a lot of them are releasing now over the last couple of weeks and going through November. You've got all of these ones that have been pre-ordered months ago, some of them, and some of them more recently, and they all seem to be coming out this month now. And I just think a big part of that is probably this guy compared to a lot of the other ones that we'll be getting. He's not that exciting for me, but like I said, it's not a bad figure. So I think we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. If I missed anything out, or whatever your thoughts are on this figure, let me know. I'm always happy to engage with viewers of the video and everything. If you did like the video, and I don't review every figure that's coming out in the vintage collection, but I try and do as many as I can. I have to balance it up. So yeah, if this is what you're interested in, subscribe to the channel.